Mary told you that Frank took Mother to a Policemen's Benevolent Association breakfast this morning. She may be a little late, so we might be cutting it a little close, but I'm here to give you any of the background information that you would ordinarily ask from her before the interview. Well, this is the kitchen.
Oh, hey, Jerry, this looks good. Find the AC, you guys.
Would your mother mind being interviewed in the kitchen?
Absolutely not. She spends most of her time in this room anyway. Although I'm sure she vacuumed the parlor and got the good tea set out upstairs.
She did the vacuuming herself?
Oh, unless Daddy was pressed into service.
Does your mother have any domestic help?
Just the family. Except I'm the only one who's home right now, but this is only a temporary situation. And I'm working for the press office, so no, really, she does it all herself, and she always has.
As well as the cooking for Ryan.
Right. Daddy helps there, too, mainly coleslaw. And then Kevin has his specialities. That's Kevin McGinnis, our bartender.
Oh, is it all right if we get going?
Oh, sure. Go ahead, make yourselves at home. Would you guys like a beer or a coffee?
As soon as we're off duty.
I'm really sorry my father couldn't be here either, but Frank has a speech with the Friendly Sons next week, and Daddy's doing the advance work for him.
Well, that's all right. We know the campaign's keeping you all busy. It's your mother we want to concentrate on in this interview.
She's really excited about this. She watches Mid-Morning America every chance she gets.
Good. Then she'll have some idea of what to expect from me. Now, I have a bio that your sister sent me. Mary Maeve Caleri Ryan, 6th of 8 children born in Skibbereen, County Cork, Ireland. Her father was a school teacher and a Republican hero. She met your father when he was in Ireland after the war, married, emigrated to New York, mother of 7, 5 living, of whom you are the youngest.
Right. There's Frank and Kathleen, Patrick, Mary, and myself.
Siobhan, in your opinion, can you tell me what you think is the most important element in your mother's life?
Her faith and her family. With Mother, you can't really separate the two. Her family, and now I'm talking about her children, were all brought up to be expressions of her faith in one form or another, each in his own way.
May I ask if you find that a trifle restricting?
Sometimes, but none of us is required to hold the whole party line. I personally tend to pick and choose a little more than my brothers and sisters, but I believe that the one value of family life is to pass on standards, or a point of view, if you prefer, to the next generation.
Then your mother's never had her own career?
Not in the sense you mean, no. She's, well, but look what she's given to the world, a United States Senator. Because I believe Frank is going to win. A doctor. My brother Patrick is a neurologist. And a news person. And Kathleen, my sister, who's married and lives in Pittsburgh, has 2 small girls. And I believe she does more good deeds personally and through her organization work, she's a real joiner, than anyone I know. What do you do? Talk too much.
Talk to me about this next generation of Ryans.
There's Kathleen and her 2 girls, Deirdre and Maura, Frank's 2 boys, Mary's daughter, whose given name is Ryan Finelli. How's that for a balanced ticket?
Excuse me, Siobhan, but
I'm so sorry I'm late, Miss Jerome. I'm Maeve Ryan. How do you do? I can't tell you how I've been looking forward to this interview.
Okay, I think I understand where everything is.
My file system's about as logical as I can make it under the circumstances. Mr. Ryan tends to rearrange.
It gets pretty noisy down there, doesn't it?
Oh.
Georgia, The volunteers are getting restless. You better throw them a hunk of meat.
I will throw them 25 cartons of campaign material as soon as the printer delivers it.
Good.
In the meantime... Better.
Now, you see, give Georgia a problem, any problem, she'll find a solution. God bless her. Just don't ever leave me.
You're in a good mood.
I had a good breakfast. A PBA affair with ham and eggs and a short speech from myself, yours truly, and my mother up on the dais with me. It was a great way to start the morning. Did I say hello?
You may have.
Well, just in case. Hello. Welcome to the campaign. It's great to have you. Now, Georgia here is beside herself. She's needed help for almost a year now. I caught that, Georgia. It's right in front of me. Come on in. So, are you getting the lay of the land?
Well, pretty much. I'm just not sure exactly what I'm supposed to be doing.
Oh, it'll come in time. What's this? No, I can't have a meeting now. I have to see Ma's interview on TV.
It's been scheduled for a week. You gave a firm okay.
Oh, damn it. What else? You see, there's nothing crucial here. Where am I supposed to meet these guys anyway? At the clubhouse? Ethel Green. Now, I know that name. Ethel Green.
If that's the same Ethel Green that's active in public schools in the black community, she's an old friend of ours.
Oh, yeah, well, this note's from your father, and according to him, she's opposed to my candidacy, and her objections are getting more and more vocal.
Uh-oh.
Why, that's not good?
I'd rather have Ethel working for me than against me. Has Daddy talked to her?
I don't know. The note just suggests that I get a hold of her as soon as possible. That's wonderful. I won't be free until after midnight tonight.
Look, why don't I go see her? I know where she lives, and I just love her. I can't guarantee that I can make her love you, but I'm pretty sure she won't throw me out of my ear.
You've got your first assignment. Georgia, is it all right if I borrow your administrative assistant for the morning? She either fainted or she went down the hall. I don't want her to do.
Look, I'll go clear it with her. She's probably watching Maeve's interview on television.
Yeah, you're right. That's not fair. Okay, good luck with it. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks.
It's delightful to meet you, Mrs. Ryan. You're just as young and pretty as everyone says. And don't worry about being late. Your daughter's taken wonderful care of us.
Ah, well, thank you. Thank you, Siobhan. So, if you have all your equipment, maybe we'd just better go on up.
Oh, Ma, they want to do the interview downstairs. It seemed appropriate since this is where it's at for us.
If that's all right with you.
Well, I would have said that the parlor was just as much where it's at, and it's a bit more comfortable. But whatever you like.
Oh, why don't we stay where we are? It's a wonderful old room. We can plunk down here and chat just as if we're having our morning breakfast.
And I'm supposed to forget Lord knows how many people are watching it. Is that it?
That's it. Is this good?
Nice. And I'll get you over the shoulder. Great.
Ma, now when I look at you sitting here, I'm never going to do it without imagining you're on TV, like when you're cutting onions or biting a piece of bread and stuff.
Siobhan, would you mind answering the phone or take the dog for a walk or something?
Be quiet.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Famous Ryan humor. Here's the source.
Yes, let's talk about that, too. Now, while we have a few minutes, maybe you can fill me in on some background that I seem to be missing.
Of course.
There's nothing here about your age when you were married. Now, if that's a sensitive point, we'll skip it, but it would...
No. I was 16. I was 17 when Francis was born. Hello. I don't know whether it's that I came from a big family or whether it was the times or was the fact that we all helped out on the farm, but I felt every inch an adult when I met John. Do you want me to move or something?
Oh, no. Hold still and I'll be finished in a sec.
All right.
16. Well, that's an age when many women are dealing with their teenagers, and you're dealing with grandchildren.
Yes.
How many do you have exactly?
Okay, Mrs. Ryan, we'll just bring out the eyes a little and you'll be all set.
What are you talking about, man?
Liner. A mascara. Otherwise, the lights have a bleaching effect.
Oh, well, excuse me, but if I'm going to bleach, well, so be it. I mean, I've made do with these eyelashes, such as they are, for 40-odd years. I don't think that maybe it makes much sense to tamper with God's handiwork in about 2 minutes. And besides, aren't we going to start soon?
I'll let it go, Larry. She'll be fine as is.
Oh, you're busy.
Gee.
Hi, Dee. Mother's taping an interview. We're going to be live in a few minutes.
Oh, that's the woman from the Mid-Morning America show. You know, I watch you every morning.
Yeah, that's right. Jerry Jerome. Come
Yeah,
on.
okay, I'm coming. Maeve, hi. This is really exciting. Good luck.
It is, thank you.
Do you mind if I just ask one quick thing?
If it's very quick, you're Delia Ryan.
Yes, I am. I was married to Frank. Now I'm going to be married. Dr. Roger Coleridge. Do you like
Dear
it?
heaven.
It's official. I spoke to Bobby about it. He was thrilled.
Well, so am I, dear, but you understand this is kind of an awkward time for us to discuss it.
Oh, sure. Okay, well, all right. Well, you just have a good interview, and, you know, I just had to tell you, that's all.
Yes.
Come on, Dee.
Oh, okay.
It's way out.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
It's really exciting. Bye.
I gather it was a very friendly divorce.
Well, I mean, T.V. is Little John's mother. It's very important that we get along. Now, excuse me, but, Miss Jerome, wanted to ask you something. What is it that I'm supposed to be talking about when this program is underway?
Well, I'll ask questions. You answer as the spirit moves you.
What questions?
Well, if I told you that, you'd sound rehearsed, and that would spoil all the fun. Now, just relax and enjoy yourself. You'll be terrific.
Jerry, 20 seconds.
Is she on yet?
Yeah, take it easy.
Take it easy. My mother's about to be a star. He says
God help us all. She's as nervous as you
she
are.
won't be. She'll be wonderful.
Hasn't started yet. No.
Not yet. Where did you come from?
I was at the Friendly Sons. I figured I'd miss the beginning if I went home for it.
Johnny.
Good morning, and welcome to Ryan's on the Upper West Side of Manhattan. I'm here in the house where Senate hopeful Frank Ryan grew up and where his family still lives and works. With me today is Maeve Ryan, mother of the candidate and a fascinating woman in her own right. She will be talking to us about her family, beginning with her oldest son, and then about her youngest grandchild. Now, Mrs. Ryan...
Look, you show me that furnace repaired and we'll forget about the rent strike, okay? Otherwise, we have nothing to discuss.
Hello. Nancy Feldman.
Nancy? Oh, hi, honey, hi.
Hi.
Hey, I thought you were all better.
Well, complications. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah, but your daddy said that you were back dancing.
I was. But, I did too much, and I broke something.
Oh, come on in, sit down. Look, now tell me what happened.
Well, I sort of cooked my own goose. I won't be dancing professionally anymore, and I'm getting into a new kind of career. And trying not to feel sorry for myself.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry.
Please, no sympathy. I tend to milk it for all it's worth.
Okay. Well, listen, tell me about this new work you're doing. And why are you here instead of on your new job?
Well, you're my new job.
Please, me?
Uh-huh.
Oh, come on. Now, you're going to tell me you're a spy for the Board of Education?
Yes, again.
Okay, my landlord hired you. You wouldn't.
Never. Now, I've joined Frank Ryan's staff. Ethel, you're making me nervous.
Well, sweetheart, you're making me depressed.
What is it about Frank that you don't like?
Okay, I'll give it to you in a nutshell. Councilman Ryan was the cause of the Riverside Hospital strike.
Ethel, I'm sure that that's not true.
Oh, sweetheart, where were you when the doctors were on strike?
At college.
Okay, well, I was here. As a matter of fact, I was in the emergency room with my little Terrence. You know, we sat there for 4 hours waiting for someone to check on his broken arm. 4 hours, that's right. Now, we were inside the hospital, but the doctors were outside the hospital on a picket line, all because Mr. Ryan sent them out there.
Ethel, all I know is the little bit that Daddy told me. But he said that the conditions at that hospital were terrible. Now, Frank's brother is a doctor.
I already know
at
that,
Riverside.
Nancy. I already know about Dr. Ryan getting himself into a little trouble and Lawyer Ryan showing up to help him out. Then whammo! All of a sudden, the whole hospital shuts down. But you have no idea how much it cost this neighborhood with that strike, particularly Terrence. Now, look, I just thank God that his arm was able to heal in spite of Frank Ryan. And I'll tell you something else. I have a good idea where that man should go. And it ain't the U.S. Senate either.
Ethel, I want to get some answers and then come back.
Sure.
Would you
I'll be here.
Listen to me then.
Well, I'm going to be making chicken soup, and I'm using your mother's recipe, and you know you're always welcome.
Give me an hour or two.
Well, Nancy, look, don't count on me to change my mind, okay?
I hope you do. Frank really needs your support.
Well, you be careful going down the steps. Go real slow now. Be careful.
Well, the way it eventually worked out was that Francis would move from team to team on Saturdays. He'd start off in the morning with baseball and then move on to football, and by the evening he'd be playing stickball. At least I think that's how the schedule worked.
And so he had a flair for the art of compromise even at the tender age of 12.
The art of the possible, as my father would say.
Well, Frank seems to have made everything he's ever tried possible, from his stickball days to police work to law school to politics. It's one success after another.
Oh,
well, that's not the way you see it?
Well, he has gone far, but I wouldn't want you to think it's because he's led a charmed life. You know, I read an article this past summer, and it called Frank the Golden Boy. And when I read it, I thought to myself of all the hard work and the studying and the plan, and I'm sure with every success story, it's kind of complicated, but I wouldn't want the people to think that Frank had it easy. Just that he made it look easy.
Right, right. Which is the hardest job there is. You tell her, lady.
I can't hear.
There's no sense going into the hard times, but let me tell you, Frank knows what those are like, too.
All right, that's good. Make the
Could
point.
you tell
Don't
us
let her
more
dwell
about
on it.
that? Frank's struggles, failures.
Careful.
Don't worry.
Well, I mean, he's a human being, Mr. Rome, and he's had his disappointments. I mean, he's run in many races, and he's lost at times, and it's hurt. But he never lost his hope. That's what I think keeps him going. I mean, he's hoping so much now to be in the United States Senate that he's got energy to burn. I can't imagine when he sleeps. I ask him, but he won't give me a straight answer. Can you imagine that? The candidate dodging the questions of his own mother. And there's nothing I can do about it.
I love it. She's wonderful, isn't she?
I have a feeling there's an enormous sense of fun within the family. Is that something that comes from you?
Me?
You laugh so easily.
Oh, well, I think we all do. My husband more than myself, perhaps. And Patrick, my son, and my daughters. I really don't know who is responsible for the laughter that's come down through the years, but I can tell you one thing, it's always been there. And it's one of the ways that we survive. There have been moments right in this kitchen, let me tell you, that if we didn't laugh, one of us would have had a nervous breakdown on the spot.
It's a rich tradition you're passing on. Faith, hard work, hope, humor.
Well, those are the qualities I love in my children. And their children.
The little ones.
Yes, the babies. I do dote on my grandchildren.
I wish you'd take the little time we have left to tell us about Frank's two boys, Little John and...
Little John? Oh, well, Little John just started at nursery school this fall. And, you know, when I go to pick him up every day at noon, I get the most peculiar feeling. I think I'm there 25 years ago, picking up Frances at the very same school, standing alongside of the very same fence, and I swear that the same little faces come streaming out of the classrooms. But then, of course, the minute I catch a glimpse of Johnny, I know it's
2 boys. She said 2 boys.
She knows about Edmund if she keeps on talking.
No. Ma won't let her ask. Ma will keep on talking till they run out of time.
Did you look at Maeve? She's as cool as she
one of
can
my
be.
greatest
She's
joys,
desperate.
watching
She's
him grow,
fantastic.
change, and being close to him this last year or so it's been a gift. It's something that Frances has shared with us, and we're all very lucky.
Mrs. Ryan, I wish we had another half hour. You've been a marvelous guest.
Well, thank you. And it was a pleasure.
Well, the best of luck to you and Councilman Ryan and all the Ryans. For Mid-Morning America, this is Jerry Jerome.
Beautiful. Couldn't have gone smoother.
You look great, Mrs. Ryan.
Oh, thank you.
You too, Jerry.
You really are a natural on camera.
How nice.
Why, that could have been a disaster. But she carried it off. God bless her.
Yeah, she sure did. Clean as a whistle.
Who the hell told Jerry Jerome about Edmund? Who the hell opened his big mouth?
Relax, darling. We'll find out who it was.
Mary?
I know who it was. Siobhan. Siobhan.
What if you could change your past? Erica does every week, because sometimes the only way to move forward is to go back. A new original primetime drama, Being Erica, Thursdays at 10 on SoapNet.